Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Okay. Right now I am just trying to get, I once again forgot to charge my tablet. So hold on. Okay, so I turned that down so I can actually watch the chat on my phone, but I forgot to charge my tablet again, so I don't have my second camera. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Margie. How are y'all doing today? As you can see, this is only... Hi, Melanie. This is a different diamond painting. I did finish Unicorn Family. I'll be having a completion on that probably Tuesday or so, but I decided that I'm going to work on this one until Monday, whenever we start Hope Runs Deep. So I will have the completion coming up. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm hoping to get some videos recorded tomorrow before I go to work. Hi, Benji. How are you? And as you can tell, this painting is a lot of color blocking. And this is a gift, so. Hi, Granny. So glad that you're here. That's okay, Melanie, because I actually missed a few myself for technical issues and other stuff. But this one's actually coming together really quickly. I started working on this yesterday, and I've already gotten one row done from where I was at, but it has so much color blocking. This is called Something in the Air by Mark Alante. It's a DAC canvas. I've had it for a while, and I'm hoping to have this done very quickly. Hi, Connie. How are you? So glad to have you here. Yeah, Beth did one of her videos on her channel the other day, and she was talking about the Odd Thomas series. I think I read all of those books and absolutely loved them. They go by quick, but I miss my confetti whenever they're all color blocking. She does have a wonderful selection of books. I've gotten a bunch of ideas for books to read. I've just got to wait until I get a little bit more money for it. And what's sad is I thought I had subscribed to her channel a long time ago, and apparently I hadn't. And I just thought that she wasn't putting videos out, and then I happened to see one come across and went to the channel, and it showed I wasn't subscribed. So I've been watching her videos every chance I get now because I love finding out about new books. Me too. I've watched the last 2 videos, I think. I've got to go back and watch some more of them, some of the earlier videos. Let's go ahead and this color everybody knows, but we're gonna do the 310, and that, other than like 6 drills, that's all that's left on this square of this one. That could have been what happened. I will love to see that. I'll be looking forward to seeing that Temu haul. Um, so I'm sorry to those of y'all who didn't want to hear the rant that I had on my whipping chat, but I was just so frustrated that day about the car, and but I'm doing better now. I got it off of my chest. I know Timu is a very big rabbit hole, and I've got so much stuff in my cart just waiting for me to hit that buy button. And Granny, the other day I ended up not getting anything from Dreamer Design because they didn't have the painting in stock that I wanted. But I'll be waiting till they have another one come out that I want to get. It was just one of those days that everything seemed to go wrong. And yesterday, I had all the kids here, but the nursing home had asked for either me or my brother to go to a doctor's appointment with mom because she's been having all those UTIs. And so I had all the grandkids, and I told him, well, you can watch all the grandkids, and I'll go and go up to the doctor's appointment. He didn't like that idea. But anyway, it was to the urologist, I think. And apparently, what is causing all of mom's UTIs, or what can be a big factor in it, is she has got a very large kidney stone that that they are going to have to remove by surgery. Um, Diet or Connie, I have been doing so much better on my spending on diamond paintings. I'm trying, at least for a few more months. I'm not promising anything in a few more months. And so she's got to have a surgery, and what the doctor was saying, that it could possibly have to be 2 surgeries because of how large it is. So, the first one is going to be on August 22nd, but they want to keep her on antibiotics until then. Okay. Did I miss something? 2 more hours to what? I know they want to make sure that all of her infection is completely gone. So they've got to keep her on antibiotics for a while. Oh, Dreamer releases. Okay. I was like, what did I miss here? have that one. I want to say that I did Space for Reflection a long time ago. It was a gift to my brother. So I don't think I have that one in my stash anymore. I think I did that before I even started my YouTube channel. I am hoping to start doing my stash videos for the DACs that I have. But it seems like with the grandkids here, I get maybe 15 minutes into a video and then I have to leave. Oh, that's right. Granny, I am so happy that you got to go and meet, or she came to meet you more so, but so glad that you got to meet Tita. That is true. Yeah, you were showing all of those, and the last time I went into the Hobby Lobby in Fort Smith, they only had like one or two Diamond Art Club paintings. They did not hardly have anything. Hi, Candace. How are you? I would, one of these days, I'm going to be able to go camping and just do a long road trip. But in order to do that, I got to save my vacation time, and I'm not very good at doing that. And with my job, I'm not sure they would let me have 2 or 3 weeks off in a row anyway. The Salem one had a lot more than ours did the last time, but I haven't been in there in like 2 months. So I don't know. I noticed in yours they even had the DAC release papers and stuff. They didn't have anything like that in ours last time I went in. And yes, I am attempting to use a 7-placer because this has so much color blocking in it. I actually have Sneaky Cat. I haven't done it. That was one of the first paintings that I bought from Hobby Lobby, but back then I was so scared to do a square drill painting. I kind of just put it to the side and never did it. Now I do square drills all the time. Oops. That's what happens whenever you're not paying attention. You have to straighten up all the drills. And with the 7-placer, I don't place very straight anyway. But Sneaky Cat is a very pretty painting. I love the colorful cat. But one of these days I'll get around to doing it. I'm thinking about in March, I've got my Josephine Wall Pisces painting. I'm thinking about doing that one in March for my birthday. I haven't decided completely yet. I've got several Josephine Walls that I need to get done. But I can't get any more of her paintings because they are so expensive to order them from the places that actually sell them now. But it is a pretty big painting, but I don't know if it's any bigger than the unicorn family that I did. Can't remember. I am so excited to start that one. I've actually got it laying over on my other desk to be kitted up. And I am going to try to kit it up tomorrow before I go to work and record the video. And then hopefully I'll be able to post that on Monday. My only issue is I'm getting more to where I prefer the look of squares, but sometimes I've just got to do a round painting to break it up. I like them both. I like the look of squares better, but I like the ease of the round drills. I would never be using this big of a multi-placer on the squares because I would never get them straight enough. But I thought I was going to be able to have this one kitted up in my tower and then have the bottom part of it, the Hope Run Steep. But I think I'm like 7 trays short. So I might have to use one of my small little towers as extra just to put it over here too. I'm not sure yet. I may move this one back over to my other table. But I will get it kitted up. I'm sorry, my allergies, once I start talking, they start acting up, it seems like. Well, congratulations on ordering that one, Beth. I'm sure you will have so much fun working on it. I believe that one was a round drill one, too, if I remember right. With square drills, I don't see myself adjusting them as much unless I'm using a multi-placer. Then it's constant. But most of the time on square drills, I will use my 2-placer. I won't go above a 4-placer. Hopefully next week I will remember to charge my tablet. I've been really good about not charging it lately. I think that she's talking about space for reflection. You've already got the Hope Runs Deep, don't you, Beth? Okay. Yeah, the space for reflection. I've got 3 other paintings that I'm working on, but one of them I'm not in any hurry at all to finish it. It's just a little fox. I take it with me places. I have a pen with one of the 4-placers from DAC, but I have misplaced it and I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in one of my cases that I take with me whenever I take a diamond painting with me. So I will have to find that and try that out. I can I can see that. The one thing I can say about Unicorn Family is it had so many ABs in it. And I definitely have a love-hate relationship with ABs. I don't think I've seen that Pinson canvas. I I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I'm sure it's really pretty though. And one thing about the Pinson canvases is whenever you first open them up, they look kind of dull. But as you start working on them with the colors and stuff, it just comes to life. Yeah, we all need some competition on whose looks the best. I I can't say that I have that one. I was trying to look for something similar to it just so I could work on it one with y'all, but I couldn't find anything. After the live, I'll go and look that up and see because I don't think I've heard of that one either. There's a lot of his work that I probably haven't seen. There was one of them, and I don't remember which one it was. And Granny, the other day you were talking about a light pad with a switch that wasn't on the side. This is what the controller on my big lap pad looks like. I love having it so that I can just turn the knob and turn it on and off. And I did have two of these paintings, but Lexi decided that she was going to borrow one and never bring it back. I told her that she could go ahead and keep it up there, though. I love this lap pad. The only problem is now I think they changed this box like this. I think now it's the same concept, but it's got just a little box on it to where you have the buttons that you press up and down. Hi, January. How are you? You snuck in. It is. It's an A2. I have I have this one. I have an A3 and I have two A4 light pads. I kept getting them and thinking, well, I need a I need a bigger light pad. And finally I got to this one and I ended up with two of them, one for each of my desk, and then ended up letting Lexi use one of them. And it's not like I could just walk up to her house anymore since she moved out of town. That's okay, January. Happy to have you here. But I wish I could put out more videos than what I've been doing. But the grandkids just will not let me. Now I'm definitely going to have to look that one up. Yeah, this is going to be a gift for my grandson. Hopefully he still likes it, but we will see. If he doesn't, I'll give it to somebody else and I'll do a painting that he wants. It's just so nice not having to move your canvas or move the light pad underneath your canvas, especially whenever you're working on the bigger canvases. Did they actually give you a choice on that? I didn't know that DAC actually gave choices on which one to order. Yep, I'm probably going to have to order that one as soon as if y'all get it. Dang it. Oh, maybe it'll be restocked. Maybe by then I'll be able to buy a few canvases. I gotta pay all the taxes on my new car, so that's gonna take up my spare money for a little bit. It's like I get one thing paid off and then I make more bills for me. Yeah, I really like my big light pad. I really like it. That might be one to look at too, January. If it's got purple in it, I know I'm gonna love it. Mm-mm. And it's funny, you look at a lot of my canvases, and a lot of them have pink and purple. I bet I will. I can't exactly look it up right now because I've got StreamYard running on my computer for the live, and then I'm using my phone to watch the chat. There was another, oh, one on DAC. I want the Randall Spangler mystery painting. But by the time that I get it, it's going to be sold out. But I even thought about putting it on my credit card, but I've almost got that paid off. So now I'm picking up too many diamonds and I'm running out of places that I can place the 7. So we are going to switch to my 2-placer. I wish with the mystery paintings they would bring them back in stock at least once. But once they sell out, they're pretty much gone. And right now I'm just using regular pink wax. This square of I cannot talk, pink wax is actually a pretty good square of it. Some of them you get and it's terrible, and then some of it is really, this one seems like a really good quality one. I can multi-place okay on rounds. Now, whenever it comes to squares, the most I can do is a 4-placer. But on rounds, I do a lot better. Um, it's always like pets to wait until you're doing something and then they want out. I, excuse me. I am so glad that I actually have a doggy door. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I had to turn off the microphone for a minute. Thought that'd help my voice a little bit, but maybe not. But yesterday I got the lawn mowed, went, took my son to work, picked him up from work, watched the grandkids, took my daughter to work, picked her up from work. It seemed like I was on the go all day yesterday. And then my son was actually in town, and his truck ended up breaking down at the pharmacy in town. So I had to go down there and run him out to O'Reilly's. But they ended up getting everything taken care of, so he's back up and running. I don't mind watching, or I don't mind doing single placing, but whenever it comes to this much color blocking, after a while, I'm like, I'm going to multi-place. Because it just takes, I, I would have to say I like confetti better than multi-placing, but I prefer having a canvas with both in it. That's okay. As long as you are happy with the single placing, that's all that matters. And I do spend a lot of time on the squares if I use a bigger than a 4-placer. You notice this pen is just one of the regular pink pens. And I've got that little stretchy wrap wrapped around it. And it makes it to where it's a really lightweight, comfortable pen to use. Whenever I first started diamond painting, whenever I would have a big section of multi-placing similar to this, I would sit there and just write letters in it and then fill all the area in around the letters, and then I'd do another section the same way. Or I'd do a square and I'd make a diagonal, and then wherever I hit the edge, I would go down or back up across and just make like little triangles in it. There's always ways to make it a little bit more interesting. But I sometimes do that with a two-placer as well. Yeah, I have a doggy door in my craft room, and they have a big backyard that they are able to go out, run around, and play. My cat uses it as much as the dog does. That's something that you can do too. But yeah, I didn't. I should have realized how much color blocking this had, and I don't know why I was thinking it was just the moon. But then once I get to this part down here, it is all 310. The little mountain thing that they're standing on. I don't know. I've never actually fully watched this movie, so I couldn't tell you what's going on with it. I can imagine that, Granny. The other day, our neighbor was outside mowing his lawn, and Bullet was just standing there at the fence, just barking at him. And I'm like, you've seen him. He has lived next door for years, and you're going to stand out there and bark at him for being in his own yard? It does have a lot of color blocking. But it'll be a quick one to finish, so I'll be able to work on both the Hope Runs Deep. Can't wait on that one. And this one, and get this one finished pretty quickly. Hopefully, I can give it to them by the end of the month. Yeah, but the difference is they just look at Bullet. He's just a little ankle biter. Ellie might actually scare him a little bit. Bullet tries to sound ferocious, though. That is true. He was getting so bad that day that I had to go ahead and take him inside and close the doggy door just to give the neighbor a little bit of peace. Plus, after I took him in, he started spraying his yard. I'm sure it's with stuff that isn't going to hurt Bullet, but just in case. I don't know what it is. I start talking and it's like my allergies are like, nope, you can't talk. Work is going to be so much fun tonight because we have a whole new system that I have never worked on. We got a little brief little review on it a little bit to play around with it last week, but it started live on Tuesday. And I only worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday there. So I'm going to have so much fun learning this new system. Hopefully, it's not that bad. because we've got this update, and then here probably in a month or two, we're going to have another huge system update. So I gotta learn all this new stuff. And that's funny, January. That's like Bullet. He's just a little thing, but he sounds like a little dog too. Bullet is a Chihuahua. I actually got him from a lady that breeds Chihuahuas, but she was getting out of the business. So he is full-blood Chihuahua. I could have got papers on him, but I had no intention of doing it, needing them, so I didn't take them, but he was given to me free. And actually, she works at the same place that I do, is where I got him from. So, but he is a very vengeful dog. He gets so mad at Josh that if I don't watch him and keep our bedroom door closed, if he gets mad at Josh, he'll go over to his side of the room and he'll find a shoe or something, and he's peed on a couple shoes a couple times. He is very vengeful. I think Bullet's about the same weight. I haven't weighed him in a while, but he's getting to be a pretty old man. I think he is actually close to Ellie's age. And if anything ever happens to him, though, I will definitely only be getting cats. Because, like Stardust, she pretty much takes care of herself. I love Bullet to death. He's a good dog for the most part. But I bet he's got a pretty deep bark. But I like not having to worry. Bullet barks at nothing as well, I think. I can be in the living room. If I leave the front door open and just leave our glass door, he will sit there and he will bark at every car that goes down the road. Like he's got to tell me that there's a car going down the road. Now, if somebody comes up on the porch, his barking gets so. It's like the closer they get to the house, the quicker his barking gets. And that's the only thing about him. Josh does not like the barking of dogs. So he kind of gets a little aggravated whenever he gets too loud. But Oh no. Bullet isn't as bad if I have the door closed, but if I have the door open, he barks at everything. We had a pest control guy that was driving around the neighborhood trying to get business come by the other day. And I looked out there, and this guy is in his uniform and everything for the pest control. Look out there, and he's riding a hoverboard around the neighborhood to go to the different houses. It was just something that I wasn't expecting. Thank you so much, January. Enjoyed having you here today. We've got maybe another 5 or 10 minutes left. I hope you have a wonderful day, January. Don't work too hard. Yeah, right. Well, I was going to show you. I found a book that I am listening to. I think it's more of a young adult book series, but that's okay. But I'm listening to a book called Fire Prophecy on YouTube. The author of the books has put out so many of her books for free. And it's actually pretty good so far. But it is like a young adult series, so. And then I always listen to a bunch of the cozy mysteries on that some of the authors have out for free. But right now, that is probably the only book that I'm listening to. Normally, I have like 3 or 4 at a time that I listen to. Man, you know what? For once during this, I'm actually getting some diamond painting done. I'm getting a little bit better at talking and diamond painting. Normally, it's all talking and no diamond painting. I'm hoping pretty soon, whenever prom day comes up, I'm going to look at microphones instead of this headset, because for some reason, whenever I record with the microphone on my phone, I don't like the sound of it. So I try to use the headset every time I record. It just makes it sound a little bit better. I don't know if it's because of the noise canceling or what. I know. I cannot wait for that either. I actually canceled my Prime for a while, and my brother was always using it. He was like, well, I'll pay for it. So he went ahead and paid for me to get my subscription to Prime back. Really? I think that we have Acorn TV because I think Josh's mom watches it quite a bit. But I do not I don't think we've ever had BritBox. Right now, I've been listening to books more than I've been watching TV shows. But I think I'm on season 2 of Medium, but I haven't even watched it in a little bit. By the time that I finish diamond painting at night, I'm just ready to go to bed. It's like this morning, I woke up at like 3 o'clock and I laid in there until probably 5. Could not go back to sleep. So I decided to go ahead and get up, but that's going to make tonight a long night at work. So maybe I'll sleep a lot better tonight. I don't know. Have any of y'all watched the series? What was it? I was just thinking about it the other day. The series Dead Zone. I think that's what it is. It's about this guy that whenever he touches stuff, he gets premonitions about the stuff and tries to solve the mystery. It's been a really, really long time since I've watched it, and I was thinking about trying to find it again, but I don't even know if it's on any of the streaming services anymore. I think that it's based off of a book by. Is it based off of a book by Stephen King? I'm not sure. I can't remember for sure. But I was thinking about trying to find it and watch it again. It's been years and years since it's actually been on TV or anything. But I'm going to try to look it up and try to watch that series again. I cannot remember. I just know it was based off of a book, but I believe it was Stephen King. Which I'm glad the TV show is not as scary as some of his books. Dead Zone. I do not remember the character's name that played in it. But it could be. I thought that too. It was based on a story by, but I think I'm going to try to see if I can find it again. Medium was one that was on TV a long time ago as well. I like the kind of scary mystery sometimes, but not too scary. I like the kind that seem a little, I don't know how to explain it. But I don't like them real scary. Definitely don't like a bunch of blood and gore in them, but okay, I've got just these little diamonds right here, so I'm going to put this up real quick and get that one out. And by the time we finish that, we're going to have to go ahead and go. This is 939, just a really, really dark blue. It is a pretty old movie. But they might have made a movie, but it was a TV series that they had. Really. I just remember seeing it whenever I was a kid, or close to a kid. Yeah, I may not have seen the actual movie for it. Okay, 939 is done, and we have completed this square. It's actually turning out really well and going really fast on this painting. So I want to thank all of y'all for stopping by. I had so much fun today. I've got to go and get ready for work. And I will see everyone next time. Hope to see everybody here next week. Everyone have a good weekend if you don't have to work. Everyone take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.